Now wait a damn minute. This movie wasn't that bad. Can y'all at least try to look past the core fundamental foundation of the MCU and try to think a little bit outside of the box to give this movie a chance? Stop. It is not the worst MCU movie ever. You're just exaggerating to get the clicks. I get it. Really? You just gotta make a funny face with tag picture? Bruh. No, it's not that bad. Is it perfect? No. All right, let's dive into it. Here's my breakdown of The Marvels, the newest MCU movie. Let's do it. Let me go ahead and say, did you enjoy Captain Marvel, the original movie? If you did, you're going to enjoy this movie. Did you enjoy WandaVision? Okay, you're gonna like some aspects of this movie. And the biggest one, Miss Marvel. Did you enjoy her performance in Miss Marvel? Did you like that? Okay, if your answer is yes, you're going to enjoy some aspects of this movie. So that automatically takes the worst MCU movie off of the table anyways. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, Thor 4 says fucking hi. What? I'm sorry. But can we just go to some of the positives here? We start out with Miss Marvel. I think she was absolutely the highlight of the movie. Trust me, every review that you see of this movie, I'd be shocked if that's not what most reviewers start out with. I mean, just all across the board, she was by far my favorite part of this movie. It was like she wanted to be there. She was just excited to be there. She's getting to fight alongside her own personal heroes. She got to get better with her powers. It's kind of funny. I saw a few people trying to say, like, how does she get so good with her powers? I'm like, oh, you didn't watch her Disney Plus show, did you? I mean, she literally spent the entire season of Miss Marvel learning how to use her powers. So her being somewhat trained to use her powers when she gets to this movie makes sense. But, some people like to try to freaking say they're like, oh no, she's a Mary Sue. No, you're an idiot. You just are not up to date on what the hell you should be watching before you try to review a movie. She was great. I loved every aspect of her character in this film. I cannot wait to see more of her. I'm not going to get into spoilers just yet. We'll get to that at the end of the movie. I'll let you know. But yeah, the Miss Marvel. I can't think of the actress's name. I think her name's Ian, I want to say. But yeah, I loved her, just her family, just being able to see them again. I absolutely loved her family from Miss Marvel too. They definitely bring their hijinks back into the Marvels as well, as they're actually included in some super cool fight scenes as well. Then them getting to interact with Nick Fury. So good, man. I would be hard pressed to see any huge YouTuber or reviewer say that Kamala Khan was a low point in the movie. You're out of your mind. She was definitely the high point of the movie for me, and without her, I truly believe that this movie would have failed completely. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. Monica Rambeau. Oh boy, there is no point in this movie where she was on screen where I was like, oh no, not again. I admit I'm a little bit biased when it comes to her. A beautiful black woman is my weakness, and that should not go without being mentioned for sure. But when it comes to the movie, I really enjoyed her character as the Spectrum, even though she doesn't technically have that name yet in the MCU. I don't know why she was so focused on not getting a superhero code name, but Monica Rambeau, she clearly, at this point, one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. She is able to control the light energy and blast it forward. Oh, it's so good, man. I don't know why people are hating this movie. I really enjoyed her character. She had a really good character development with Carol. She was upset that she never came back after all those years after she was basically best friends with her mom. And she left and started that war with the Kree or whatever. And, she was Auntie Carol to her and never came back. Even when her mom was dying with cancer, even though it gets revealed in the movie that she actually did come back, but just didn't interact with her specifically. So looking at that from my man mind perspective, little touchy-feely go. I can see why some people would have an issue with this storyline. It really doesn't directly impact the main story of the movie. But, if you're into that sensitive stuff, I keep kind of thinking that this is like a Disney Princess Marvel movie in my mind. So, if you're a little, I hate to say like a little girl watching this movie, you kind of like that stuff. But, I mean, it is what it is, bro. This was produced by a female director. All of the main characters in the movie are female. The villain is a female. So you're going to to have all this emotional stuff in there. And that's not me trying to sound sexist. That's just me. Listen, I live in a house full of women. I'm a married father to a single daughter. So, if you're in that, spectrum, that's you kind of gotta accept it, bro. Listen, I love Captain America. I love Iron Man. I love Black Panther. They're always going to be some of my favorites. But listen, you got to open up your mind to the possibility of, like, you got to see it from a different perspective sometimes. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's talk about Carol herself, which, surprisingly enough, she's probably the most uninteresting main hero in the entire story. Man, honestly, I enjoyed Miss Marvel's character development and Monica's character development more so than I did Carol's. I mean, she went through spoilers coming here. I'm tired of not talking about the spoilers, but here we go, man. She's started the war by blowing up the main computer and the Kree planet, and now she's trying to redirect that mistake because they ended up destroying the planets for the most part. Now the main villain is trying to, like, bring other natural resources to restore the planet. Whoop-de-whoop. So it just shows Carol just trying to work together with a new team and develop a relationship with Monica, even though she left her, and then trying to develop that friendship and that relationship with Miss Marvel. That's basically the core foundation of the movie is relationship building. Did I appreciate it? It's okay. I didn't mind it. I understand it. It felt like a Disney princess movie. It really did. You gotta understand that Disney owns Marvel now. So if you understand what you're looking at with that fundamental mental aspect, then you can kind of, let go of some of the formalities that is making some of these other YouTubers so upset. Like, if you're looking at it from a Disney World aspect, which y'all know me, y'all know I'm a Disney World dad to the core. That's my core being. If you're looking at it from that perspective, you're going to be okay. But if you're looking at it from a core masculine mentality of, like, this is what it's supposed to be. It's either live or die. You do what I'm telling you to do, or you die. Like, this is right and wrong. Then, of course, yeah, you're not going to enjoy this picture. But if you're putting your emotions into it, and if you're really looking at it from all aspects of reality, if you're trying to think outside of the box, then you give yourself an opportunity to really understand what the director was going for here. Truly. All right, I've spent a significant amount of time defending this movie. Now it's time to get to the root core of the issue that is going to plague this movie for sure, the villain. If you've seen any of my movie reviews before, you know that my core statement is a superhero movie can only be as good as the villain that inhabits it. This is probably the most forgettable villain that I've ever encountered in an MCU movie. That's over 25 movies in total. And then this one by far, I don't even remember this girl's name. I really don't. She's basically a carbon copy of Roman the Accuser or Ronan the Destroyer. I don't even remember his surname. But he's got his weapon, except just without the Power Stone. She's mad because Carol destroyed the computer that inhabits her home planet. They destroyed the sun, the water sources, all the natural resources. It's basically she's trying to destroy other planets to restore her own personal planet. Whatever. Okay, I mean, I guess that's a decent motivation to try to, target everything that Captain Marvel loves, to restore your own planet, whatever. But it was just boring. It was uninspired. It was just feel like it's been done numerous times before. I just wasn't feeling her at all. I mean, she's definitely easy on the eyes. I mean, don't get me wrong, light skin, pretty face. It just, they did their definitely due diligence in finding a fine actress to portray the villain. But other than that, I just she'll be a forgettable pantheon in the long list of villains that inhabited the MCU. That's why they didn't even make an action figure of her. I mean, it just wasn't good. This wasn't good at all. Honestly, it was quite terrible. And I'm sure some of the progressors in the comment section are going to be like, you just didn't like her because she's a girl. Like, no. I mean, let's look at her motivations compared to Thanos, or let's look at her motivations compared to Killmonger, or, Loki, or, I mean, who else? in the MCU cannot compare her to. I mean, it's just not even close, man, truly. And now for the core reason that the majority of the MCU fans are absolutely going to hate this movie. They travel to a planet, the three heroines, to the atmosphere or inhabited planet that does nothing but sing as their language. And apparently Carol is married to this dude. I'm not making that up. Spoilers, I promise. Yeah, it was like a whole good 20-25 minutes, almost a half an hour of them being on this planet and just doing nothing but singing. Yeah, that's real life, man. Oh, listen, if y'all been following my channel for years, you know that I'm invested in the arts. I'm a Disney World guy. I've sung numerous times on this channel. Yeah, just Google it. Trust me. And like, I don't mind the arts, the choir, the singing. I've found my own personal passion in that. Listen. Most dudes have it. Most fans of like Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, it's just not up their alley, man. And having something like that in an MCU movie, it's just not going to make them happy. So it's to it. Yeah. I can't even express that enough. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, Carol and Monica and Miss Marvel, walking through their planet and dancing and singing and stuff, and then having that battle with the bad guy. I enjoyed that part. I really did. Most people, they're just not going to like it. I mean, this is how it is to it. I don't know who came to that directive decision to do that. Ugh. I would have tried to maybe reconsider that. I understand the reasoning why they went on ahead and did it, but it was just not good, bro. Listen, I mean, if you're into the arts, invested in it, listen, you're gonna enjoy that scene. But if you've never seen anything like that in a superhero movie, you're gonna fucking hate it. This is all it is to it. I mean, this is just I'm 50-50 on it. The arts me inspired by it and really enjoys it. The dude that just wants to see fight scenes, character development, and heroes taking on the bad guys. Like, what are we doing here? And that's just all it is to it. All right, let's talk cameos and spoilers, man. So King Valkyrie makes an appearance in this movie as well. And I got some strong indications that her and Carol have dated on occasion. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I saw something. Maybe y'all didn't see something. Maybe we all saw something. Maybe, I don't know. I saw some chemistry. Maybe it's just me. Every time I see Homegirl on the screen here, I'm a happy boy. From her appearances in all the Thors to Creed to, I'm just happy. Also, Haley makes an appearance as a bishop by the end of the movie as well. They got the Young Avengers going on here. It's very happy to see that. That put a smile on my face. And that's the thing, man. It's just they had some super awesome cameos in this film. They really did. I enjoyed the story for the most part. Just like I said, they had a sucky villain. I really enjoyed Miss Marvel. Monica was there. Carol was there. And they had some awesome cameos. It's just it just wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. I would put it in the middle of the pantheon when it comes to MCU multiverse movies for sure. Then of course, they had the X-Men. The Beast came in there when Monica got blasted to this other dimension. Clearly, she got sent to the Fox Marvel movies dimension with X-Men and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Deadpool and Logan and Wolverine, Hugh Jackman and all them boys. So I'm very excited to see where that goes. Hopefully that just doesn't go to oblivion somewhere. Hopefully they actually continue that storyline with the, combined force of the multiverse. That would be really cool. Side note, as excited as I was to see the Beast, they should really work on his CGI, though. I'm just saying, just some, just saying. But, I digress. Did I enjoy this movie? Yes, I enjoyed this movie. I really did. It was a good popcorn flick. I laughed. I didn't have any strong emotions per se. Some of the MCU movies has brought all of the emotions out of me. Wakanda Forever made me weep like a family member had died. No Way Home, Spider-Man, it made me weep like a family member had passed away. But this movie, not so much. I was just happy to be back, happy to be home. It has become kind of a holiday in my house for me and my wife and my child to go and see every Marvel movie that releases. I could say that all three of us enjoyed this movie. It was a good time. It's not the worst MCU movie in existence. It's not the worst Marvel movie that has ever been created. Listen, influencers are going to shit on this movie. That is the popular thing to do on YouTube right now. Listen, YouTube doesn't have me, hooked by the balls. They don't pay me shit. So I have the ability to tell y'all the truth. The movie wasn't that damn bad. I enjoyed aspects of it. Was it a great MCU movie? No. Was it the worst MCU movie I've ever seen? No. It was in the middle of the tycoon of slew of MCU movies that we've seen, especially in the multiverse. I still say Wakanda Forever and No Way Home is still at the top, but it's kind of the middle of the road. I definitely enjoyed it more than Thor 4. I'll give it that. You know what I'm saying? But this popular thing to just destroy this movie the way it's getting destroyed on social media, that's a crock of shit. I don't buy it. It's just the popular thing to do on the internet right now. It really is. I'm sorry. It's just that I call it how I see it. Like I said, YouTube doesn't pay me a dime. I'm monetized, but listen. I don't owe them a goddamn thing. I really don't. So, just take my word for it. There is something for everybody to enjoy in this film. The music is cool. The fight scenes are cool. The character development is cool. It's just some aspects from the arts with the singing and the emotions that some people are not going to like. I get that. However, it is a cool film that myself, my wife, and my 7-year-old daughter enjoyed thoroughly. We really did. We popped our popcorn. We sipped on soda. We just enjoyed the story that they had to tell. We enjoyed Kamala Khan and her family and Miss Marvel. We enjoyed Monica Rambeau and her developing her relationship with Carol after she had been gone for so long. We enjoyed Carol maturing as a superhero, her developing her powers, her developing her own team of superheroes. It was just an enjoyable experience, and I won't let other influencers take that away from me. Truly, I will not. I refuse. And you shouldn't either. If I had one goal with this video, it was to tell the fucking truth and upset the established order and introduce a little chaos. And the one thing about chaos, it's fair. That's right. I don't care. Fuck the establishment. I like the movie. I don't care. If you didn't like it, fuck you too. That's all it is to it. I don't know. I'm on one today, man. I don't care, bro. I don't know. YouTube's been pissing me off lately. So I'm just, I'm just giving you my 100%, 1000% honest opinion. That's how I feel about it. If you don't like it, well, it is what it is. Watch somebody else, motherfucker. That's all it is to it. Cool. That's it, man. That's all I got to say. Cool. If you like my opinion, cool. Hit that like button. If you didn't, well, like I said, it is what it is. Cool. I respect you. You can follow me at youtube.com/martinx79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.